Freydis, the fierce Viking warrior girl, sat at a rough-hewn wooden table, her intricately braided hair catching the dim light filtering through the mead hall. Around her, the air buzzed with the raucous laughter and boisterous songs of warriors who reveled in the warmth and camaraderie of the night. Her armor glinted as she raised a mug of ale to her lips, her eyes scanning the room with the sharpness of a hawk. By her side, her loyal hyena, Hrothgar, growled softly, his ears perked, eyes vigilant against any who dared to approach too closely.
Another tale of conquest, you say?
She challenged, her voice cutting through the din as a group of warriors leaned closer to listen. Outside the mead hall, the night wrapped the world in a cloak of shadows. Amidst the moonlit fog, a mysterious figure stood, watching. The air grew still, and the lively sounds from inside the hall seemed to fade. Freydis felt an inexplicable pull, a whisper on the wind that beckoned her to leave the warmth of the hall for the chill of the night.
Stay here, Hrothgar,
she commanded, her tone firm yet soft. The hyena whined but obeyed, watching her as she stepped into the night. The forest loomed ahead, twisted trees reaching like ancient hands into the foggy sky. The path before Freydis was obscured, the ground uneven underfoot, yet she pressed on, drawn by the promise of secrets hidden within the mist. Haunting whispers drifted through the air, and eyes glowing and watchful peered from the darkness.
Who calls me to this place?
She demanded, her voice steady despite the eerie atmosphere. In a small clearing, the fog parted to reveal an ancient witch, her form barely visible beneath layers of tattered robes. An eerie glow emanated from her, casting strange shadows on the forest floor. Her eyes, old and knowing, met Freydis's with a gaze that pierced through to her very soul.
The forest remembers, young warrior,
the witch croaked, her voice a blend of wisdom and warning. Freydis stood her ground, every muscle in her body tense with readiness. The witch's words hung heavy in the air, laden with the weight of destiny.
What do you want from me?
She asked, her defiance a shield against the uncertainty that loomed before her.
A path forgotten, a power reclaimed,
the witch replied cryptically, her fingers weaving patterns in the air that seemed to ripple with ancient magic. As dawn crept over the horizon, painting the forest in shades of gold and soft pink, Freydis retraced her steps back to the mead hall. Her heart was a storm of thoughts and emotions, but her resolve had never been clearer. Hrothgar greeted her with a joyful bark, his eyes full of trust and loyalty.
Come, Hrothgar,
she said, her voice strong and sure. We've tales yet to tell and a future to forge.